Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So Penn State's offense trots out there to open this game. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023. Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
First down, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And the single back takes the handoff. Ball carrier finding open space. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Grab behind the line. It's Allen. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Dropping back, it's Allen. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Hand off to the single back. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back, get the first down on this third and short, and see what you can do from here.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Pass interference. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
It's the running back in the flat. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
But this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he finds his target. He has the first. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run the route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Makes the catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Here's a carry for the fullback. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, they gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
Set up with the PAT. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Oh, they've got him behind the line. A tackle for loss to conclude the first quarter of play. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which to hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back. It's Aller. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. The defense adds 6 points. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Single back, takes the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and of course Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Aller. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. It's an option look. Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the run here, lets it go. The freshman with a little too much air under that one. Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Fair catch made at the 40. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Looking for some space. It's Singleton. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Cross. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. Did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The Rainbow Warriors lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The throw complete to the running back underneath.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Quick completion to the tight end. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking to throw yet again. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Dropping back, it's Aller. And that catch is hauled in. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Cross. And he's tackled after the catch. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wide out. There's a wide open receiver, complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So a timeout is called, just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball is just about to get to his receiver, then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll try to run for the first down. The Rainbow Warriors pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That short completion sets up a third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And it's complete downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
And the Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there. And this defense reeling after giving up that big play, responds immediately with a sack.
Yeah, on the previous play, the offensive line did their job. They held up. Nice job in pass protection to give the quarterback time to make the throw. The very next play, the defense has had enough. This time, they win the battle up front and get to that quarterback and come up with that sack.
He's swarmed by the defense.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third down, it's a handoff. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Nice first down run here by this running back, and these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence you can wear that defense down psychologically.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. That puts them on top in the second half. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They break him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And now they run the draw play. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough for a first down here. Bringing pressure. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And now the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Pressure is coming. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. And the Nittany Lions will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. But he's got some space here. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Extending the play now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. First down here for this offense. Booker, Hawaii has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Important second down play coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Rainbow Warriors will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Looking to scramble. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. And out comes the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, they look to the right. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Now, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Pass interference. Defense.
Defense will have to bounce back after that PI sets the offense up with a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to pull it down and run. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And the Rainbow Warriors line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll use the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. The question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Allen. He's got it for a big gain. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run that hurry out.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Man, this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And they get him down after the completion. Will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Running out of time in the pocket. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Using his legs on the scramble. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.